Hi everybody, I'm back. I would like for you to open up your folder and look inside the packet that I gave you and find the book that says, I See an Apple. We are going to read this book today to continue our studies about apples. So if you need to get this book, then push pause and go and get it. And then when you come back, push play and you'll be ready. If you have it, then let's go on. You're going to copy me, okay? Now remember, good readers read from left to right. We don't skip pages. So this is the front, the cover. This is the spine. It holds the book together, the pages. And here's the back. Sometimes the back of the book might have writing or pictures. Sometimes it won't. This one doesn't have anything. Okay? So flip it back over. And it's called I See an Apple. Now, this book is a real book. It is a nonfiction informational book. That means that it does not have a make-up story. It's not pretend. It's not fake. This is real. This book is going to teach our brains real facts and information about apples. And you can look here and see that it is a photograph, a real picture that someone took with a camera. And it looks like they are what? They took a photograph of apples. All right, so I want you to copy me. Now, I don't want you to hold your book up like this. You don't have to do that. You can just set your book down on a table or in your lap, and then when I turn the page, you can hold it just like this. And then when I turn the page, you will turn it and practice reading, okay? Here we go. I see an apple. Your turn. Turn the page. I see a red apple. I see a red apple. Your turn. So these are real photographs, but these are black and white, okay? Because I didn't have a color printer. But what color should these apples be? If we had a crayon, what color should we color them? Red, right? Because the sentence, the word said, I see a red apple. So we have to have the picture match the words. So these apples should be red. Okay, turn the page. I see a green apple. Your turn. And so these apples should be what color? Green. I see a green apple. All right, turn the page after you read it. I see a yellow apple. I see a yellow apple. Your turn. What color should these apples be? Yellow. I see a yellow apple. Turn the page. Oh, I see a little girl with a glass. I wonder what's in there. And a basket with some apples, and it looks like an apple in her hand. Let's read it. I see apple juice. I see apple juice. Your turn. So they made apple juice out of apples. Turn the page. Ooh, what is that? I see applesauce. I see applesauce. Your turn. Turn the page. Ooh, look at that. I see apple pie. I see apple pie. Your turn. I see apple pie. Yum. Do you like to eat apple pie? Turn the page. Here's the next page. I like apples. I like apples. Your turn. And you see the little boy? And he's got an apple. It looks like he's about to take a bite into one. I like apples. Turn the page. We're on the very last page. Do you? Do you? Your turn. So they're asking us, the reader, a question for our brain to think about. So it said, I like apples. Do you? So what do you think? Do you like apples? Yes or no? Why or why not? So I want you to tell a family member, do you like apples? You're going to tell the family member of yours, someone who's at your house right now. I want you to tell them, you're going to say, I like apples because, or you're going to say, I do not like apples because. I hope you enjoyed reading I See an Apple. I want you to read it every day this week, okay? That's your job. This is going to be your book to practice reading. I see an apple. Okay, so make sure that you practice reading it every day. You point to those words. You go from left to right. You don't skip pages. And then after you're done reading, talk about what you learned. So what did this book teach us? What did it teach you? I learned that there are different colors of apples. Red, green, and yellow. I also learned that you can make different things out of apples. What is one thing that people can make out of apples? Tell your family member one thing that you remember from the book that you can make out of apples. Thanks for reading with me. Keep up the hard work, guys. Bye-bye.